Today I was thinking about the most untouchable football records in history, and no one beats this Chelsea team. 15 goals conceded in a league campaign in the 04-05 season. This record in the Premier League will never ever be beaten, and let me tell you why. Let me start with VAR, because the common sense rule is no longer a thing in football. It's just a guy looking at a monitor, at a standstill image, a bunch of morons looking at it. There's so much more penalties, there's so much more fouls, there's so much more mistakes, there's so much more handballs, there's so much more disclarity with VAR. There is just so much more goals. It's a huge thing. 15 goals is absolutely ridiculous. All the best teams in the Premier League in the last 10, 20 years haven't even got close to it. This City team was deemed unstoppable. One of the best teams we've ever seen. They weren't even close. They conceded 23 goals in the season with this team. With this team, they were not even close. We're just over a third of the way through the Premier League season. Arsenal have already conceded 7 goals. They were the most likely guys to the throne to get this 15-goal record. They've conceded 7. They're already halfway there, and there's more goals scored at the end of the year because teams are tired. They're in more competitions. There's more rotation, everything. Arsenal aren't even close. I rate this Arsenal defence so highly. They're the best defence in world football at the minute. They're not even close. This record will not be touched because teams are so much better now. All these mid-table teams, the Crystal Palaces, the Sunderlands, the Brightons, the Evertons, all these guys are so much better than back in the day. The teams down the bottom would rarely ever score against the big teams. They were so much more sturdy in defence, and they would just park the bus, hopefully for 0-0 draws, 1-0 wins. These teams don't do that anymore. They get out in the counter-attack, they get out and score goals. All these teams back in the day weren't even a thing. So Chelsea had a much easier run. I say easier run. They had a much higher chance at a clean sheet because teams wouldn't attack them like these other teams do now. Lastly, but the most important reason, they were just too fucking good. They had Mourinho as one of the best managers of all time. They had Terry Carvalho in their prime. They were unbelievable. 15 goals conceded in a season. It will never, ever, ever be broken. Let me know what record you think will never be broken. They had 25 clean sheets, only conceded multiple goals in one Premier League game. It's never going to be broken. Let me know what record you think will never be broken, but this is mine.